Travel agent. Look out. Oh, look out. See, I'm a man with a mission. My mission is to go from town to town, picking it up, setting it down. It's a dirty business, but someone's got to do it. Kinda simple, ain't much to it, ain't nothing to it. I'm gonna tell you the three most important things in jazz. Number one, the most important thing in jazz. Yes. It's a bad romance. You gotta have a bad romance. You wanna learn how to dance. And given all the bad romance in the world today, it's a miracle ain't more folks out here trying to play. But number two, and this has really been true since that note first turned blue back in 1902. Second most important thing in jazz is a good travel agent. You got to have a good travel agent. You see, you got to get out and move, child. You want to play this groove. I'm not lying. I want you to cast your mind back to the year that note first turned blue, 1902. The place, Lake Pontchartrain, Louisiana. It was a hot night, ooh, in a pale moonlight. And you listen closely, you can hear the sound of a trumpet playing loud and clear, being played by the most famous cat of the day, man who was born to play. I'm talking about Buddy Bolden. Hey, that's him who's holding. But ain't nobody here ever heard the music of Buddy Bolden. And that's a shame, that is. And the reason, Buddy Bolden never left town. He never got out of Lake Pontchartrain. He stayed there and went kind of half insane. And the reason, of course, is he did not have himself a good travel agent. But that very same night, that very same year, that very same moonlight, on that very same pier, another young man, he too had himself a trumpet. But he got out of town, picked it up, and put it down. He came north to Kansas City, north to Chicago, north to Alaska, north to Moscow, north to Beijing, north to Berlin, north to Munich, north to Paris, north to London, north to Brazil. Most famous jazz musician who ever lived, I'm talking about Pops, Louis Armstrong. You know, that man had himself a terrific travel agent. But this song really is about a young man. His true love was blind, he was crying all the time. Thought he would find a new love in Paris, France, gonna do the Paris dance. But when he got to town, all he found, couldn't speak French, sitting on a bench. All alone, not to mention embarrassed. But music is the language of love. Play on, play on, play on. Bud Powell. Pa was in town. He thought he'd make it down, order himself a round of the rares. Gordy, what am I talking about? Wine, that is. Wine, that is. Wine, that is. Wine, that is. I said wine, that is. Ha! What I said. Music is a language of love. Play on, play on. Pick it up and put it on down. Sometimes your final reward is down at the end of the line. Wine, that is. 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 Now, number three, the third most important thing in jazz. And this has been true since that note first turned blue, back in 1902. It's seafood. 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 Seafood, mama. That's what I want. I want seafood, mama. That's what I like. It's a seafood, mama. That's what I want. It's a seafood, mama. That's what I want. It's a seafood, mama. That's what I want. It's a seafood, mama. You know what I like. It's a seafood, mama. That's what I want. It's a seafood. That's right. Number one, a bad romance. Number two, a good travel agent. Number three, some chicken of the sea. Ha! I want some yellowtail and send me to jail. I want some halibut, I ain't lying. Little red snapper. I'm gonna go out with some trout. I'm gonna examine the salmon. Ha! Wine, that is. Wine, that is. Wine, that is. You see, there ain't nothing like the sound of bebop and steady going. I like the sound of bebop and steady going. Nothing like the sound of bebop and steady going. I like the sound of bebop and steady going. Nothing like the sound of bebop and steady going. I like the sound of bebop and steady. Nothing like the sound of bebop and steady going on. Child, it won't never stop. Wine, that is. Wine, that is. Yeah. Thank you. Here's a little song for a sucker like you.